Hey guys, so I have a few Anastasia products here that I want to play with. I recently bought the eye primer, the Carly Bible palette, and some of the mini loose highlighters. So yeah, I just thought I would play with these on camera. I haven't tried any of them yet, so I'm super excited. So I'm gonna first start with priming my eyes. So I'll just zoom you in, I guess. So last night I had a really big issue. I'm currently home alone. My whole family is, they're all camping, right? So my whole family, including my sister who I live with, my nephew who I live with, and then my mum and dad's house was up the road. Oh my god, look at me, I look insane. Yeah, my mum and dad's house is up the road, but they're gone as well. Okay, so you only need a tiny bit of this apparently. All of them are gone. So I'm literally like all alone in the world right now. Sam lives about a half an hour drive from me, and neither of us drive, so he couldn't help me. But basically, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to go the whole video like this. I look so silly. Basically, I had a huntsman on my wall last night. So here's the irony. The other day there was this huge huntsman inside, and my dad is usually the one that comes and collects them for us, like, because we are petrified. So yeah, we called my dad the other day because there was a huntsman on the wall and me and Jordan couldn't like get it. So like, please dad, you have to come over and get it, because he doesn't kill him, he takes him outside, which is fine. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll come over, blah, blah, blah. So he came and collected it, all was good. And then I was kind of thinking to myself, oh my god, like, lucky it wasn't me here alone, because I wouldn't have been able to, like, do that. And then, like, a day later, there's one on my wall, and I'm home alone, and literally every single person I know in the world is gone. So I was freaking out. I was like, what am I gonna do? Okay, let's just jump into this palette before I start this story. I really like this shade. That looks super pretty. So I guess we'll start with that. It's called Stev or something. So here I am, all alone in this world. And yeah, so I came out to my room after my shower, and I went to put on some moisturizer. The huntsman was on my wall, like over there, and I went to like my beauty fridge, which by the way, my beauty fridge is broken. It came broken, so I need to return it. So yeah, that's actually not working at the moment, but it just looks cute. Anyway, so I go over to my beauty fridge, I'm putting on my moisturizer, everything's cool. The huntsman's like a meter away from me and I don't even realize it. And then I don't actually know how I noticed it, but I turned around and I was like, oh my god. And I couldn't really see it properly because I didn't have my glasses on. So I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. So I put my glasses on and I can tell that this is in fact a huge spider. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I'm freaking out and I'm like, I don't know what to do. You know, usually I would call my dad and get him to come over, but obviously that's not happening. So I tried calling all of them, but they're all camping and all of their phones are off because it was at like 10 o'clock at night, right? Yeah, it was at like 10 o'clock at night that I came out of my shower, and all of them have turned their phones off, like, to go to bed so that their phone stays charged overnight or whatever, because they're all camping. So I'm literally all alone in the world. I messaged my friend who like lives around the road, and I was like, are you home? Like, I need you to come to my house. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, like, I'm in Devonport. And I was like, far out, like. And then I messaged my friend who drives, and I was like, you gotta come to my house. You gotta come to my house and get this spider. And she didn't even end up replying to this morning, because like, it was like late at night, like everyone was asleep. Sam was asleep, and I messaged him and I was like, oh my god, you have to help me, which I feel kind of bad because that was all I said. And then he's like, oh my god, like, what's wrong? I was like, there's a spider. And he's just like, oh, like, just take it outside. And I was like, no. So anyway, I spent like 20 minutes looking at this spider on the wall because I'm too scared to leave. I'm like, I'm not letting this spider out of my sight because I'm not letting it go anywhere, and I'm just like freaking out. So I ended up letting Tilly in, and I was like crying to her. I was like Tilly, like, I was like hoping that she would understand what I was talking about and that she would somehow like get the spider for me, but it didn't really go down like that, you know. I was like crying to her and she just looked so sad because she was obviously like, what the hell, like, and so yeah, I was like trying to point at the wall, but you know how like dogs don't get it when you're pointing. I was like, look over there, and she was like, and I was just trying so hard. I was like, oh my god, like I don't know what to do. I was considering calling my grandpa because he's still at home. I was considering calling like my uncle or my auntie, but like they have kids and it was like late at night, so everyone was like asleep. I was like, oh my god, like I'm like fully in this alone. Like this is where I die, you know. I was like, I'm either gonna have to kill this spider myself, or I'm just gonna have to stay up all night and just look at it on the wall to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. And I was like, I don't know which one sounds like the better option. So anyway, I'm like thinking all these things in my head, and I didn't know what to do. So I picked up this huge stick because I'm in the shed. You know, there's quite a few bits and bobs around. I'm just gonna take Cindy next, which is this color here. I need a smaller brush. So yeah, I picked up this huge stick and I'm thinking, you know, maybe I could just squash it, but I was like, nah, I'm not prepared to get that close to it. So at this point, the spider just like hasn't moved at all. I was kind of like hoping that it was like dead and just stuck on the wall, but it was very much alive. So at this point, it's been probably like 20 minutes. I'm like crying to Tilly. I called every single person on the camping trip, hoping that one of them would have answered, and no, all of them failed me. All of their phones were off, and I was like, too bad if like someone broke into the house and I was like dying here, and you guys are all just on your camping trip, and you guys are like living life, and I'm just, you know, dealing with a murderer by myself. But anyway, that was fine. Because I just needed some moral support. I just wanted someone on the phone to me, and like I was gonna be like to Sam, please, can you call me? But he was he had to sleep for work the next day, and I was like, no, I can't. You know, I can't force him to call me while I freak out on the phone. So I finally made the choice to go inside. I remember that we had some like fly spray. So I took Tilly with me and we went inside and we got this fly spray, and it took me ages to find that as well, because when I saw it the other day, it was like just on the kitchen bench, but Jordan had moved it and it was like up in this cupboard, and I almost didn't find it. Like it was the last cupboard I checked before going back to my room, like just as I was like going out the door. So thank God I checked that one, because otherwise I think this story would have ended very differently. So I got my fly spray and I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to like try and spray it. I hope it dies. So anyway, I'm pretty far away from the spider. I was like pretty far away from the spider because I was not getting close to it. I was like, I don't care, like it's just, I'm gonna like, I was ready to just like fill the air with like this poisonous gas until it dropped it. So anyway, I ended up spraying the spider, and then it starts moving, and I was like, oh, I can't deal with this. Like it's running on the wall. Like just thinking about it makes me want to like spew everywhere. I just hate it. I hate that. Why do they have 8 legs? Like that shit's unnatural. That's foul. Like I feel like if they had 2 legs, it would be like a lot easier. And like because when he was first on the wall, he was kind of like all scrunched up, and that's why I kind of thought he was dead, because I was like, oh, like usually like they're kind of like sprawled out. I literally have goosebumps talking about this because it makes me feel so foul. So anyway, I was like, okay, it's moving. And then like when it started moving, because its legs were like coming out and stuff, it was huge. It was so big. And I was trying to get photos of it because like I felt like, you know, when you try and get a photo of a spider on the wall, you can't really tell how big it is, and like unless you see it in person. So it was huge. Okay, so it starts running up the wall. So I'm like, I have no choice but to like to just try and spray it like as much as possible. So I was like trying to get close to the wall, and like it almost like went up into the roof, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep if if he crawls into the roof and goes away, because I'm gonna know he's in the roof somewhere. And yeah, so I just sprayed him as much as possible. Like I just held that, like the little nozzle down. I probably used the whole bottle of fly spray, just trying to like kill this thing. And then it falls on the ground and I shit myself. I ran and I was screaming until he was looking at me like, what the like hell, because obviously she's a dog. She's like, and I was like crying at her, and I was like, Tilly, like, she was just, I was crying at her. I was like, Tilly, like, you have to help me, like, please, I can't deal. And she was just looking at me like, we going to bed or what? Like, she was obviously hell confused, and she got her little sad eyes on, and I felt really bad because obviously she had no idea what the hell was going on. She was just like, so this spider falls on the ground, right? And because I ran, I lost it, and I was like, well, now I've just fully like ruined my life, because there's no way in hell I'm ever going to be able to like come in this room unless I find this spider and kill it, because I'm not letting him roam around my room. I'm not going to sleep while there's a spider crawling around it. The whole thing makes me feel like sick, right? So that's fine. I'm on my bed and it takes me probably about 5 minutes before I decide that I have enough guts to like go and try and find this spider. By the way, 90% sure he was like actually dead by this point, but I was just like, I didn't know that, so I just thought like he had fallen off. But anyway, I don't know what shade to take next. Maybe Bible, this one. It's like brown shade. I might put that in the outer corner. Anyway, where am I up to? I stood on the bed for about 5-10 minutes, and I was like crying, and I was like, far out, like I don't know what to do now. And because I had thongs on, and like I was thinking, if this spider like runs over my foot or touches my skin at all, like I'm literally have no choice but to, I don't know, I would have needed like therapy, because like the thought of a spider touching my skin like actually makes me want to power chuck everywhere. So I was like, okay, the first thing I gotta do is I gotta take my thongs off. So I took my thongs off, and because I haven't been wearing my Ugg boots because obviously it's summer, so I chucked my Ugg boots on because I was like, they're like the most protection I've got. Like, you know, they cover like a bit of my ankle, and you know, they cover all of my foot. So I was like, at least if like I see this spider, I can kind of like defend my feet. Because I was like, if this spider touches my skin, like I'm gonna like, I don't know. Anyway, so this is all going down, right? And so I put my Ugg boots on, and then I come over here and I stood up on my makeup desk because like he dropped down somewhere like over there. So I stand up on my makeup desk and I'm trying to find him, and I'm just spraying the because like obviously when like the fly spray comes out, they like kind of run because it's like poisonous to them and like they're trying to get away. So I was like spraying the fly spray heaps like just everywhere, just trying to make him come out so I could like kill him. And I couldn't find him, so I was like, okay, that's that done, like I'm just moving out, like, you know. So I was like, okay, that's it, like come on Tilly, like we're going. And then, you know, I was just like, I kind of just stood there for like 10 minutes because I was like, by this point it's like 10:30, so I've spent like half an hour like, you know, freaking out and spraying this fly spray, and yeah, so I'm like, I guess that's it. Spider owns the house now, we're going, like, see ya. And then and because like I don't have like, my light here is blown, so I can't see unless my phone, like unless I shone like my torch, or I have like all my studio lights on, which obviously I wasn't gonna go start turning my studio lights on when there was like a predator in the house. And I was like, so yeah, I couldn't really see much, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I decided to come for one last look, and that's when I saw his tiny, like his body like curled up in a ball down there, and I was like, oh, thank God, like thank God. I need to choose a shimmer shade. I don't know what shade to choose. I feel like gold would look really nice with this. Or there's like this Mandela color. Or we can do like the gold. No, I'm gonna have to do the gold. The gold looks pretty. The gold is called Moo. So I'm gonna put Moo on my eyelid. Oh, should I do a cut crease? I feel like I haven't done a cut crease in a while. Let's do a cut crease. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and do my cut crease, and then I'll be back and we can finish the spider story. Okay, I just cut my crease using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Fair 00. Okay, so we can get back to my story now. Actually, 1 second. Let me just make sure this fully matches. Should be okay. Anyway. What I'm first going to do is I'm going to jump back into that Bible, no, what was it called? Yeah, the Bible shade, and just blend it into the edge of the cut crease. Okay, so back to my spider story. So I find him on the ground and I'm like, okay, I need to make 110% sure that he is dead before I go anywhere near him, because if he like starts running or anything like that, like I'm just gonna freak out. So I have this Makeup Revolution setting spray. I should say I had this Makeup Revolution setting spray. It was the one that I really liked for a while, the shimmery one, until it started leaving like gold splotches on my face, and it's just been on my makeup desk for a while. And so in a panic, I was like, I'm gonna throw it at him to make sure that he's like fully dead. So I threw this setting spray at him. Like, actually no, first I threw an empty water bottle, but I like kind of wasn't like convinced enough, because I couldn't really see properly. So I threw this water bottle and I don't think he moved, but I was like, just for extra measure, I'm gonna throw a this Revolution setting spray, because if this hits him, it's gonna kill him, because it's quite heavy. So I threw this thing at him and it like smashed on the wall and everything, and like I was like, okay, I'm convinced he's dead, but I still just wanted to 100% seal the deal. So I grabbed that stick before that I swap out, where I was like, no, I can't go near him, and I smushed him into the ground. I smushed him and he's still in this little tiny little bowl over in the corner of my room. And yeah, so sadly he's gone. I feel bad, because usually my dad, he will take them outside and you know, so he doesn't have to kill them, but I couldn't even like go near this thing, so I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get him outside. Anyway, I'm just gonna take the shade Moo now on the lid. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to wet my brush though. So I was like, yeah, okay, so rest in peace to him. And by this time it was almost 11. So I spent like an hour. Killing this spider. I might just put it on with my finger so it looks a bit nicer. Oh my god, the ice cream truck's going around. That's so cute. I wish Cooper was here. Anyway, so yeah, I spent like an hour killing this spider, and I was like updating my family group chat, because obviously like all of them were asleep, but you know, I just thought I'd send them updates. I was like, okay, he's gone. And I felt really bad, because my dad hates killing them, because he's like, you know, it's not fair, they're not harming anyone and stuff, which is true, but I could not deal. And if my dad had been here, it would have been different, because he would have just come and got him, but no, couldn't deal. So I was like, either this thing dies or I'm just not sleeping here tonight or ever again, because I wouldn't have known where he went. So yeah, he died. Which I know some people are gonna probably get a bit upset about, and I really want to say that I am sorry, because I don't usually kill them. Like, I just think I just let my dad handle it, and he doesn't like to kill them, so. But yeah, there was no way I could have slept in this room knowing that there was a spider. Like, and if he like crawled on my bed or something like that, like no joke, I feel like I would have like had a heart attack or something, because they just freak me out so much. Anyway, but yeah, that's my story. He's gone now, and I would show you him in the corner of my room, but I feel like that's a bit nasty, so I'm just gonna leave him down there. I'm gonna vacuum him up soon, because I'm not touching him with my hands, no thanks. So yeah, I'll vacuum him up soon, and then my sister can empty him into the bin, which she's not gonna be happy about, but I don't really want to do that. But yeah, so that's my spider story. That's how I spent an hour on a Thursday night crying to my dog, and you know, try to reevaluate my life. And yeah, I'm just going back over with my finger to make it a little bit more intense. I feel like that looks really nice. Take a tiny bit of that Bible shade again, just on this brush. This is a really pretty palette. I'm definitely glad I picked this up. Now, liner or no liner, that is the question. I feel like I would really like to do liner, but I also just like it how it is, so maybe I'll just leave it, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go off camera now, and I'm going to put on like lashes and do my face and stuff, because the last thing I'm here to try out is the new highlighters, so I'll come back and we can try those out together. So yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, so I've put lashes on, done my face and everything. The lashes I went for today are Unicorn Cosmetics in Strawberry Shortcake. And then the only thing we have left to do is chuck on some highlight. So I have 3 shades here. We have So Hollywood, Snowflake, and Sunset Aurora, I don't know. This one's gonna be way too dark for me, so we're not even gonna try her. I reckon the gold one will probably be. I really want to try the gold one though, because I feel like Snowflake's not gonna go with what we're doing today. So the gold one is called So Hollywood, which I think is also gonna be too dark, but we'll try. I'm kind of like a bit nervous because when I swatched these, they didn't seem like much. Too dark, but very pretty. So if I had like a fake tan right now, or a real tan even, if I had a bit of a tan, then I think this would work, but not right now. But anyway, this is really pretty. It does look beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Sunset Aura one, because I'm never going to be able to use that. It's way too dark. But I could probably use it as eyeshadow. But yeah, that's how the highlighter looks. It's stunning. I can't lie. It's beautiful. So yeah, this one is once again in the shade So Hollywood. So I'm just gonna quickly spritz my face with the Glam Glow Setter. Oh no, she's out. I really need to buy some new setting sprays. I have ones that I like, but all of them are out. Okay. So this is the finished look. I'm not going to put a lip on because I'm about to do a lip swatch video. So if you want to see this look paired up with some lip shades, then you'll be able to watch my lip swatch video. I'm going to be swatching the, what is it? The Undressed 5-piece lip set by Anastasia. So if you want to see that video, that should be up either before or after this, so keep an eye out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I honestly love the Carly Bible palette. I think it is absolutely stunning. Like, I love Anastasia's formula. It just comes down to whether or not you like the shades, but these shades are so beautiful. I feel like I had to see it in person before I really fell in love with it, but this palette is so stunning. I think it's amazing. And yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, but formula wise works perfectly. As you can see, I was able to get a really pretty eye look. I love all of it. I love the packaging. I love how it's white. I don't really like the little spot thingies. I think they're a bit, they kind of throw me off a little bit. They remind me of little eyes or something. I don't know, it's a bit freaky, but yeah. Everything else about this palette I love. I really, really like the eye primer. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. It's hard to say at this moment, but my Urban Decay Primer Potion is definitely going to have a new competitor. I love that you can actually see where you put it, like how it makes it white, because that's something I kind of struggle with my Urban Decay one, because it's a really great it's a really great eye primer, but I can't ever see where I've put it, so it's a little bit hard. And then as for the highlighter, I think it speaks for itself. Stunning. I love it. I wish they had a kind of in between these two shades. Ooh, I wish they had one that wasn't as light as Snowflake, but one that wasn't as light as, I mean, not as dark as So Hollywood, like just something in between. But anyway, as for, yeah, Sunset Aura, I'm never going to be able to use that on my face, but I think it'll make a pretty eyeshadow topper or something. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!